What up YouTube, it's True Feldman here, coming at you with a Kozmo deck profile after YCS. Came 12th after Swiss and then lost in the first round of top 32 unfortunately, but it was my first ever YCS, so I'm pretty happy with the result. Anyway, as I said, I was running Kozmo and I'll get into the deck. So I'm running 3 Tin Can. Tin Can's like the main card in the deck, like you want to make him every turn one. You can make him with any pilot and a Dark Destroyer. You summon this pilot, tag out, summon the Destroyer, kill itself, summon Strawman, effect to summon back the Dark Destroyer, and in the end phase Tin Can comes out and you can use its effect. It's like a really strong play, so, and it's what makes him like so good, because it just gives you a +1 day hand. Next I run 3 Soul Troopers. These are the 2 new cards, and Soul Trooper it's like summons a card from any of the pilots from your graveyard that have been destroyed, so you don't care if your opponent kills them, because if you have like E-Tele or this, you can just summon it all back, so it's just a plus card. Makes ranks really easy. Next I run 3 Slip Rider, with a huge pendulum format. It's a staple of 3. And then next 3 Dark Destroyer, because this card is just, you know, the best ship in the deck. Then the one-offs, I run 1 Strawman, 1 Farm Girl, 1 Good Witch, 1 Wicked Witch, 1 Forerunner, and 1 Dark Eclipser. Dark Eclipse is new, but he's not really that great. You have to have a graveyard set up, and he doesn't float like the other ships, so he's not as good. Forerunner's not really great either. He gets destroyed by Ignister, and that's like the weakness of the deck. She's really good against Infinity. She's really bad, so that's why she's at 1. He's really good, but you don't want multiples because he's terrible. And then the last monsters I run are 3 Maxi, staple in this format. Spells, 3 Kozmo down. You want to see this turn 1 every turn. Like, this card's like the best card ever. Searches everything. 3 Emergency Teleport, any pilot, including Tin Can in the end phase, and you don't have to banish your Tin Can because you choose how the end phase resolves. 3 Upside Goblin, because this deck's all about consistency, and like it's not like Pepe where it searches itself, so you have to get the combo pieces. 2 Terraforming, to search out that Kozmo Town, because you just need it. And even if you pop it, you can like search Cosmojo, the trap, or like any monster you need, so you have to run as many as you can. 2 Dark Holes, for consistency and to like break boards. Your opponent, if you're going second, your opponent makes Infinity turn 1, like this baits out their Infinity. Or if you have a ship and a pilot in a ship, you can use this to kill the ship and make a Tin Can, and then make plays if you've got traps. So it's pretty good. It's actually really good. And then the last spell is Allure, just because, you know, a lot of darks in the deck, and Kozmo Town gives it back to your hand. So, and then for the traps, I run 5 traps. 1 Torrential, because you can summon your pilots, tag out, and then activate Torrential, which means that your opponent loses their board, and then you summon a ship. So it's hilarious. And then Cosmojo, because this card just gives the deck some utility. Like, the main problem is once this pilots tag out to avoid effect, and then you summon a ship, the ships sit on the field and they're really vulnerable to like Ignister and stuff. So Cosmojo just lets you go from up, it lets you climb the ladder, and then Cosmojo lets you go back down the ladder. So it's really good. It banishes cards that you can't deal with, and then it drops your ship. So if you want to go from a Dark Destroyer to a Slip, you can kill a monster, banish a card, and then destroy a scale. So it's really good. And the last trap, 3 Call. This card's amazing with Tin Can. The things that Tin Can sends, you just summon back with Call Haunted. For the side deck, running 2 Ghost Ogres, 4 Pepe really, 3 Veilers, for Pepe. The idea was that if I could stop my opponent from using 2 of their Ignisters or 3 of their Ignisters, I could kill them and then they wouldn't be able to get it back, and I just win the duel. So I went with that, and it was an alright, but I don't think that if I continue, I'll look for something different, because it's not good enough, because it means it just leaves them with an ending nester, and you have to deal with that next turn regardless what else they have, so it's really hard to push a game. 1 Storm and 2 Twin Twister. I don't like this card. I'd probably run 2 to 3 Storm instead, because Storm just pluses with your Kozmo Town so much better. It just has more synergy with the deck. Then my tech choice is System Down. A lot of people run Cyber Dragon, and I think that card is inherently really shitty, because you actually have to get it on board. Even with the cores, it means that you have to use a normal summon, and if you're wasting your normal summon or like that, it just means that you have less of a board to make for yourself. So this card just banishes all the cards. The other context was that if like other people were running Call of Haunted and targeting their ships in the grave from Tin Can, this card resolves all the issues with that, because then their calls lose their targets. Well, the calls will summon the monster and it won't matter because they get banished too, so 1,000 life points to banish all your ships, and yeah, you can Kozmo Town and get the ships back, but it's one at a time. So then the last cards I cited was the other 2 Cosmojo for the mirror. It's really good, like it doesn't target the ships, so they're just gone, so you want to run more of them. And then 2 Strike. I actually never cited this in. I had the idea of running it against Kozmo because they just lose if you negate a pilot from summoning, so, but I never cited it in, and I didn't even cite it against Pepe, so I don't know. Extra deck, for once I can actually say this is actually relevant, because I actually made a lot of these things, unlike most Kozmo games. So F-Zero, I made it game 7, trying to steal my opponent's Dark Destroyer, which I did, and it was great. Poking them with the Dark Destroyer is amazing. Unfortunately, it didn't work out because he had a call and summoned back the, or he had Oasis and summoned back the Wicked Witch in defense and made it invincible, so I couldn't kill him. Nightmare Shark, double Levier, because Levier makes loops with all the pilots, so really good. And then the other third is a Giga Brilliant to make your ships a permanent 3/3 monster that like essentially just beat your opponent down if they're in the mirror. For the 4s, Abyss Dweller, Cowboy, Castell, and Ptolemaeus, you know, all staples. Then you got Diamond, Volcasaurus, Pallades, and Nova, and you know, what goes with Nova better than Infinity? I mean, this card was amazing, as it was expected to be, so all good with that. And last card is Gaia. Yeah, cool. So that's basically my Kozmo deck profile. A couple of things will change, but most of the deck ran the way I wanted it to this weekend, so it was really good. So anyway, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.